Hello my fellow NationStaters, and welcome to the showcase of the Mk5 NationStates engine. It's the fifth engine designed on the Let's Design a Car Together thread series. Well, more like 2/3 of it, because the engine was supposed to be an inline-6, but in the demo version I can't have an inline-6, at least not in the time period, which I chose to be 1940 because I can't have 1937, in which year the thread takes place. So we've got a 1940 engine, an i4 instead of an i6. But let's go into the details. It's got a cast iron block, 2.66. The original one was supposed to be a 4.0, but 2.66 is 2/3 of 4.0, and as the engine is 2/3 of the N96, if this placement should be 2/3 of the N96 displacement. And the valve train is a pushrod one, an OHV one. It's got cast iron heads in here. The actual engine would have aluminum heads, but unfortunately those ones are cast iron because there is nothing better in the game. There is no VVT, of course. A cast iron crankshaft, cast iron corners, and cast iron pistons. We've got very low compression because the engine runs on 86 octane fuel. Pretty average cam profile. What comes? Oh crap! My camera mount just gave way. That's okay, we'll do it by hand. So we've got no VVL, of course, no turbo, a twin barrel carburetor, twin carburetor with a standard intake, which is surprising because the car is a race car. We've got pretty average fuel mixture and ignition timing, and it revs up to 3300 RPM. Then we have a tubular exhaust with a single exhaust and no bypass valves because there are no bypass valves in the 30s, and a 1.5-inch exhaust. It's got no emission control, of course, but it's got standard mufflers. Okay, now let's go to the technical data. The engine has 72.3 horsepower, so the full thing would probably have something like 108.5, and it's got 159 Newton meters of torque, which equals to about 105 foot-pounds of torque, so the full thing would have about 152.5 foot-pounds of torque or 240 Newton meters. It's got quite good performance, but it is unfortunately not too, what was the word? Not too responsive, but it's not too loud, and it works quite nice and is quite reliable for a racing engine. It doesn't need a lot of cooling, but is heavy and quite long, which will be a problem in a rear engine car like the one we have. But now let's listen. Closer and put the volume up. Right, and power. Oh, the sound file just went out. So we start out at 1400 RPM, 2000, 3000 and 30. Now I want to see it with my voice. Now, when we go to the technical data, it'll show you the engine in its full unobscured glory. Here it is. It's not too impressive, but Hey, it does the job. And let's get a final list of it. Top revs, minimum revs, barely audible, maybe if I bring the volume to a realistic level. The lowest, oh, the 1400 wasn't the idle is 1000. 1700, 2200, 3 grand, 3300. The oil pressure gauge is passing out and the warning light brings now and then. Oh, it actually doesn't, but it is very quiet. A quiet entry in a race car. And on that bombshell, we're going to end. Good. For me it's night.